Grok, is there any evidence that Iran is close to or has a nuclear weapon?
Recent reports show Iran's enriched uranium stockpile is at its highest, with enough at 60% purity for up to 9 potential warheads, but no conclusive evidence they've built or are imminently close to a nuclear weapon, per the IAEA and U.S. assessments. They halted structured weapons work in 2003, and while they could break out in weeks, international monitors say it's not currently weaponized. Info on the web backs this, showing tension but no smoking gun.
So,
So my point's proven. They're not that close. The attack by Bibi.
Your point's not proven at all. It's grok.
There's been no
Ariel
smoking
Sharon
gun.
in past interviews. No direct quotes exist recently, but their ambiguity on nukes serves as deterrence, not open threat, according to posts on X and historical analyses.
there you go. You okay with
Is,
that?
Grok, is
can
this an
we?
anti-Semitic space that has no shot of winning any goddamn argument?
What?
You're go home, Karen.
You know what? I'm so sick of the anti-Semitism label being thrown
Hey,
around. You'd think
it's
that you
my
guys were a bunch of
Diligent. Let me
You
do
know
this.
leftists
what?
over
And I'm
here.
so sick of.
Hey,
So this,
Constrain Netanyahu and tell him his fun was going to be over.
Yes.
So you were dead wrong about that, right?
He would have done better. He's doing better on Netanyahu than Kamala Harris would have. And
Wait,
I'm-
so
I'm a Democrat.
he told Netanyahu that his fun is going to be over and no more aid to Israel?
No, I'm telling you.
See,
Kamala Harris
you
got
spew
in.
these
Kamala
falsehoods
Harris got
and then
in.
rather than
Kamala
take
Harris
any
got in.
responsibility at all for the falsehoods that you spew, you then go back to this
What
tedious
would Kamala Harris
binary
done?
comparison
What
with
would Kamala
Kamala
Harris
Harris,
done? Yeah,
as
yeah,
if
yeah.
anybody's
No,
making an
Mike,
argument for Kamala Harris here.
Mike, see, here's the thing. See, here's the problem. You're going ahead and saying, "Oh, well, you said X, Y, Z, blah, blah." What was the alternative? The alternative wasn't better.
Well, was what you said correct or not? You said you encouraged everyone to vote for Trump because he was going to tell Netanyahu his fun is over and no more aid to Israel. So you were wrong about that, correct? Don't pivot to Kamala Harris. Tell us whether you were right or wrong on the merits when you made that
now
statement.
You're lying. Now you're lying. Now you're misrepresenting.
I have your
my
tweet.
Position. I never said that he would say no more aid to Israel. We all know that politicians are controlled by Israel, and you have to play the game.
I have your exact quote. Quote: Trump is going to finally tell Netanyahu his fun is going to be over soon, or else no more aid to Israel.
Yes, he's gonna look, bro. Oh my God, man.
I mean, you couldn't be more spectacularly wrong about anything, and yet here you are pretending like you're just unblemished and your political analysis is totally unimpeachable. It's amazing. And then rather than defend any of it on the merits, you pivot, you obfuscate, you insult my physique as if that's the main issue here.
Because
you're perfectly representative of the total absence of any accountability whatsoever in this bullshit alternative media sphere where people just pontificate and rattle off and then memory hole everything when it turns out that they were flagrantly wrong.
You simply have a personal beef with people that on the right. It's very obvious. You've been mentioning Rumble. You've been mentioning this. Again, you're coming in here angry at me.
The right's in power now, and we're going to war in the Middle East. What do you want me to do?
For one of the many reasons I voted for Trump, okay? Again, like I said before, I voted for him for many different reasons, okay?
And you wore him on your attire.
I still think he is doing a significantly better job with dealing with Israel than Kamala Harris would have in the Biden administration, okay? Because the Democrats were doing the same exact shit. It's just that they were trying to look tough about it when they were out in public, but they were giving all the same aid. They were letting
the
everything
Democrats
happen.
were not doing the same exact shit with respect to Iran. That's just not true.
Oh, really?
Trump came into office and withdrew from what the Democrats did with respect to Iran. I don't know if you were aware of any American political affairs at that point.
Shalom, this is the brother Abaya here, back with a quick one. As you can clearly see, well, before I get started, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rakach Kwadash. Double to my teachers, the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the whole full. As you can clearly see, rumors of wars have these people losing their mind. All right, they're in discussion groups talking to AI, asking questions and getting answers from AI about Iran having nuclear weapons and nuclear capabilities, and asking AI about the percentages of America interfering in the war between Iran and Israel and Palestine. And, just rumors of wars have these people losing their mind. They're getting in arguments. Now you have people coming at the people that voted for Trump and saying, this is y'all fault. Y'all voted for Trump. Y'all put, but we know this is the prophecies that are taking place. And once again, it's still the birth pains. It's still rumors of wars, all right? World War III will not come until the Charagma, all right, which is the mark of the beast in the book of Revelation, is made mandatory. Until then, there will not be nukes shot off. But of course, these people, they don't understand the prophecies. They don't have the breakdowns of the prophecies. So they tremble in fear and they lose their mind. This is Proverbs chapter 10. And let's read verse 24. It says, the fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted. Yeah, the desire of the righteous is the kingdom of heaven. In order for the kingdom of heaven to be established on the face of the earth, the current power structure in current kingdom has to be taken down. All right, those nukes have to be shut off according to the prophecies for the kingdom of heaven to be established on the face of this earth. But these people, they fear that. They fear war. And when I say these people, primarily these people over here in America, right? These prideful, boastful Edomites here in America. And a lot of you Jakes who have adopted, being American and have taken hold of this citizenship of being an American. When the scriptures tell you this place is not your rest, but you have taken hold to it and have come to love it. Instead of hating your captivity, you have come to love it and want to prosper in captivity. But you weren't put here to prosper. You were put here to be judged. All right. So you people fear when you see your current state of your world crumbling before your eyes, because instead of fearing the Lord, you fear yourself losing your desires and your lusts and your passions, right? Let's get Proverbs, the 21st chapter. Let's stay in Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 10. It says, the soul of the wicked desireth evil. Oh, no, not verse 10. Verse 15. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 15. It is joy to the just to do judgment. Yeah, to those that are just, to those that are keeping the ways of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua and the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. It is joy to us when judgment befalls this earth. Right? Continue reading. It says, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. But to people who don't live in the law, statutes, and commandments and the ways of their creator, it should be destruction unto you, because you work iniquity and you don't repent. And that brings fear, that brings anxiety, all right, which anxiety is accompanied by demons. All right, these people have high anxiety whenever rumors of wars come about, because they have demons on them, all right? They work iniquity upon their beds. They're sinners, and they don't fear the true creator, the true power, Yahweh, and Hamashiach Yahushua, Malak, Hamashiach Yahushua. So they fear through their anxiety, all right? They're bugging the fuck out, talking to fucking AI. We're living in some wild times, man, right? Let me get from there. Luke 21. Like I said, I'm going to make it quick. Luke 21. Let's go down to verse 25. Luke chapter 21, verse 25. I go to the point in verse 26. It says, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And they're seeing the powers of heaven. What heaven? This first heaven on the earth, all right? The powers of these certain countries and empires and nations. They see it. They see the current structure of the earth being shaken, all right? They don't have no certainty of what the future beholds, what the future holds. So their hearts are filling them with fear. Their minds are filling them with fear. That's what it means. Their thoughts are accompanied with fear and anxiety, which is demons plaguing them, all right, because they're wicked. So the rumors of wars are causing these people to lose their fucking mind. Yeah, I just wanted to do a lesson touching on that. You know, I'm in some of these discussion spaces, listening to them, listening to these people. And yeah, man, it's only gonna get worse from here on out. As if we're here another year, another 2 years, another 3 years, however long the Lord does it, it's only gonna get worse. And these people are gonna continue to wax worse and worse and become worse and worse. And it's gonna get to a point where they're gonna start murdering each other, taking what they can from each other, and even eating each other. It's going to get that bad, especially over here in America, because these people are completely degenerate and they're completely controlled by their emotions, their lusts, and their desires. So yeah, until the next time I say shalom.